Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an intuitive card reader and an empath as well. And I'd like to welcome you to the channel for first-time visitors. And thank you for recurring visitors and subscribers and new subscribers. Thank you very much. It means a lot. I'm glad that you're here. This reading is going to be for the sign of Gemini. I've already gone ahead and done my 5-card spread using the Oceanic Tarot deck and one significator from the deck of tarot. Why all the smoke? This is my smudge. And I smudge my cards and my laptop and myself. This is a mix of sage and sweetgrass. Sweetgrass grows naturally on my front lawn. I have a patch of it there, and we're very highly favored by nature to have that, because otherwise, if I had to go looking for this in the wild, I'd have a hard time identifying it mixed in with the other grasses, and a real hard time finding it to start with. Excuse me. So what this does is it cleans the air and the energy, and literally cleans the air in your home out of 95% of any airborne bacteria, and it will clean your house. Makes it smell really good. And then this next one is for you guys. Because we share all good things in this life. All right. So now that's done. Just to remind you, this is a general reading, which may or may not resonate with you on a personal level. If you find you like the reading and you do want it personalized just for you, I do offer private readings. I offer that service. All that information can be found below this video window in the description box. Very clean, very straightforward, very, very simple to do. Let's see, what else? If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please think about doing so. Every time Bay of Fundy Fortunes posts anything new on YouTube, you will be notified via your email notifications. This is the monthly reading, general reading, for the month of August 2016. Halfway through the month, either the end of the second or third week, I'm not sure which yet, until the time comes, I'll be doing mid-monthly readings just like these for every individual sign, except there'll be a mid-monthly reading. So you want to be around for that, and you won't have to go searching for it. Your email will send you a notification saying that it's ready to go and ready for you to view. A bit of a frog here today. All right, so why don't we get right into the reading here? In the very first card, in the 5-card spread, card number 1 they fall in certain placements. Card number 1 is your general overall reading. Card number 2 is your finances and wealth, anything that's worth anything to you. And number 3 is your love, your romances, anything or anybody that's close to your heart. The 4th card is your challenges for August, and the 5th card is your message from Spirit, and then I draw the one significator for the overall aura of the reading. So let's get right into it here. The very first card that I drew for you, Gemini, is 6 of Cups, and this is about reflection. Okay, one more thing before we go any further. These are for luck, if nothing else. There we go. Okay, these are pretty at night, so when I do my videos at night, it's kind of a spectacular thing. All right, so the 6 of Cups, reflection, the overall energy of the reading. I feel to tell for some of you that somebody from your past is about to return. If they haven't already, they're on their way. This could just be an old friend, or it could be an old flame, a love from days gone past. You will be coming together to meet and visit. A lot of childhood memories are going to be relived. The advice of this card is to enjoy reconnecting with people from your past and reconnecting with those wonderful memories of childhood, good and bad. This joining of the minds and sharing of the memories will inspire you come the future for you in some way. The key words for this card are friendship, visitor, happiness, comfort, childhood memories, protection, and play. I've said this probably several times. So if you view the other videos, you might think that you're hearing a recording or something. But because this is summer, there's a lot of vacations going on. People do more traveling in the summer. That's when childhood friends from old neighborhoods show up, and your chances are higher then of running into somebody or hearing that they're in town, or they've made a point to come and visit you. They've tracked you down and really, really want to see you. The sharing of the childhood memories is going to be something, I won't use the word pivotal. That's not the word I'm looking for. It's going to be extremely memorable. You'll also hear me say in some of the other videos for the monthlies for August, calling this the summer of love, and the summer that you won't want to forget. For a small percentage, it's a summer that they can't ever forget, but they want to. So, because it's not 100% joy and happiness, and euphoricness across the board. For most of you, I just felt a nudge to say very strongly, this is for somebody. I'm feeling the heat off this card. Someone out there hasn't been having all the best as far as summer goes. It's not been pleasant. And up to this point, you are one of the ones that wants to forget about this summer, because it's the summer you'll never forget, but it's not been good. That's about to change, Gemini. For some of you, a very small percentage of you, that will change. Things are going to get better. The whole summer is going to take a complete turnaround due to the visit from this old friend or this old flame. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. In your wealth, your financial sector, is the Queen of Wands. She's all about passion. Look at those rays of sun coming down on her. She's beautiful. This queen is passionate, talkative, and animated. She's dynamic. She leads by example. This is a card that wants you to fulfill your potential. Yes, your financial potential, but also your artistic, your humanity, whatever it is that this card's pointing to for some of you, Gemini. There is things such as that you have a potential to fill, just as being a human being, and what you are and your reflection back onto the people that are in your life. You have a lot of potential, is what she's saying. She wants you to fill it. This card as well speaks from the heart, and communication is vital. This woman, should she walk into your life and be a part of your financial structure, finds that people with closed minds are extremely frustrating, especially those that close off their emotions. This could be the You card. And it's time to honor your talents. There's advice for this card. It's follow your intuition to make the best decisions in relationships, works, and projects. The keywords are leadership, creativity, intuition, strength, relationships, and integrity. 2 nudges come forward for me on intuition and integrity. I read a really good line today, and it said, true integrity, real integrity, is doing the right thing and having integrity while you're doing it, whether anyone's watching or not. That's true integrity. That's something for you to heed, Gemini. Don't look for accolades. Don't look for honor and applause. Always do the right thing, whether anybody else is going to know about it or not. That's what's going on here, and it's very important. You may have a chance, I'm feeling a nudge to tell some of you, as far as making extra money goes, some of the dealings and proposals that are brought to you, or some of the zany ideas that you get, could border on not quite legal, or ethical is the word I'm looking for. Yes, it's okay to make money, and you can say, well, it's nothing personal, but this is the way I'm going to make my money. There still has to be integrity involved. And you need to be ethical about what you're doing. If other people are going to be shysted along the way, that's not the way to go. If you're bound, hell, and determined to go through with this, find another way. Find another way that a month from now, after the fact, you're not tossing and turning and wondering, did I do the right thing? No, I didn't. I know I didn't. But man, the money's flowing in. Money's temporary. Your impact is lasting on other human beings. Just remember that. The third card drew for you is 5 of Pentacles. Oh, it's about abandonment. This is in your love, romance, in your heart. Anything that's close to your heart. 5 of Pentacles. Abandonment. Okay, the nudge I get right off the top here. Some of you are feeling abandonment, a breakup of relationship, a separation, and you're off in a dark room somewhere in the corner and you're licking your wounds. Excuse me for one moment. When people separate and relationships end, we tend to want to isolate ourselves. And it seems when one thing like that goes wrong, big thing like that in our life goes wrong, what happens is it seems, or we have the perception that everything else is starting to go wrong as well. And when it rains, it pours, as they say. Here's the thing. Things aren't as bad as you're perceiving them to be. Any misery that you're feeling right now, in this sense of isolation and pulling yourself away, most of this is self-inflicted. This relationship that has ended, I feel to tell some of you, it wasn't going anywhere anyway. So you needed a change. And sometimes if we don't take the onus and to make changes for ourselves because we don't like change, some of us don't. What you've done is you've kept yourself into a situation that was not favorable for you. So what happens is that karma, kismet, destiny, whatever you want to call it, comes in and says, all right, I'm going to interfere here and put an end to this so that you can move on. That's the whole gist of that. Your feelings are of isolation and money problems, rejection, fear and risk in relationships, and you're biased as well. You think that you don't have the support that you need, but you're looking in all the wrong places at all the wrong people. So go beyond your usual network of family and friends when you feel that you're ready to accept support because it's been there all along. You just refuse to go there. You can easily find the people that have been waiting to support you all this time. Through this breakup, through your life changes, you just didn't want to. You've got some pride there. And you were wrong and they were right, and that's what you're not wanting to face. For some of you, Leo. This card can be a sad card, but not all is lost, so don't forget that. The 5 also reveals a fear of poverty, isolation rather than the reality. You may fear losing a job or a relationship. That's already done. That's a done deal. You may also feel quite alone because of this end of a relationship. And of course, there's going to be a financial change that breakups bring, which would mean that for some of you, that the end of a relationship is that you were cohabitating, be it through marriage or common law living, sharing of a roof and a home. And these things are going to change because the one without the other could not afford to keep things the way they were, unless you were really willing to go, of course, and work really hard. I can't stress that enough, that it would be hard. You may need to downsize a little bit or move in with a friend or family and share accommodations. Emotionally, you're not ready for that yet. You're still in that dark room looking at your wounds. You don't want anything to do with the outside world right now. You're angry at the whole world. You're very angry at life. You're angry at your life right now. And you've got to move on and get over that. Every minute that takes by, every day that goes by, you're denying yourself the joy of what life can be. It doesn't have to be this dark place all the time. You need to change your attitude. I would suggest for some of you to maybe go and find somebody to talk to, be that a therapist if you wanted to, like a therapist that somebody you don't know, a complete total stranger. They're not there to give you advice, they're there to help you figure out what's going on with you. You give yourself advice. But sometimes strangers are the best people to turn to. But if that's not your thing, you meet familiar faces, then you do have a support system out there. Even if you've been off licking your wounds, you're a little bit embarrassed about that because everybody knows what you've been doing. It's okay. Come out of that closet. Step out into the sunshine and tell your friends and family, I need a little bit of help to get through this. And I need some help with changes within myself, so that I'm not going through this all along, because I feel to tell for some of you, you go through relationship partners quite quickly. And it's the same things over and over, the same mistakes. There's things there that you need to work on. Not all is lost. It's not the end of the world. The Eight of Cups, and it's all about change, came in for your challenges. This is what happens with these readings. The relationship sector. Okay? There's all these challenges you're facing there, and if that wasn't enough, we come to the actual changes and challenges position, and it gives you even more. So it's the Eight of Cups. And it's about change. Oh, what do you think about that now? Big time in the previous card. All about changes. Changes that you want, whether you wanted them or not. Changes that you've had to deal with. Changes you're going to want to make. Okay, so the keywords for this card, the Eight of Cups, are endings, departures, journeys, movement, travel, transitions, and vacations. The advice is to follow your heart and go forward. It's time to take your leave. This is exactly the right time for you to move on. You might have left a relationship, a job, or other words. You may be walking away from a commitment of any kind as well too. And commitments cover, oh my goodness, the range of relationships and things that we make commitments to, jobs and projects and people. That can be, and you can find that that emotionally leaving a few things, whether you've physically gone or not. Your heart's not into what you're doing anymore. If you leave something you've had a huge commitment to, do it in baby steps. Do it slowly. Don't shock people around you by just blurting it out, I'm leaving, I'm not here anymore, I won't be back next week. Don't do that. Your integrity again comes into question. Integrity is everything. Do this properly, the way it should be done, so you don't leave a mess behind that you will eventually have to deal with in bits and pieces, because people won't forget. You've got to be very kind-hearted and very patient, and do some commitments if you're going to walk away very slowly. Some of you are going to be taking a bit of a jaunt away, a bit of a trip away. Your challenges for the month is to get thyself out of there for a little while. You need to break away from what's familiar. There's too many memories right now for you to have to deal with, and you're feeling overwhelmed. If you're feeling overwhelmed, then it's time to get away for a little bit. So some of you are planning a journey, a bittersweet journey, a place that you've always wanted to go to, but you always imagined yourself going with the person that you love, and now they're not in your life anymore. You know what? That journey was for you in the first place. That other person in your life was a secondary thought, whether you want to admit that or not. You were very, just even without them, it's just the whole thought of you going there and being there. That's the big excitement. Your challenge is to get past that and take yourself off anyway. It'll do you good. There'll be a payoff. There'll be some insight. You'll come back with more insight in a calmer way. People are going to notice just how calm and rested you look when you come back. And that's a good thing. So your message from Spirit is Two of Cups, and it's about partnership. This is your last card in the Oceanic Tarot. This card predicts love and equality and a meeting of the minds and of the hearts. This card will bring a benefit to all relationship areas of your life. This card will also bring a compliment to anything you're doing right now, in any love for some of you, healing, relationships, rough spots. You're going to find yourself, and the Spirit says that this is good karma. This card is bringing you good karma. And it shows that even though you've been through some rough spots, all will be well again. And somebody will come and they're going to show you and extend a hand of love to you. For maybe one or two of you, this is a hidden love that you were not aware of. You will heal. Karma says that you will heal. There's your message from Spirit. So you need to take a trip. That's going to begin your healing process. Bring yourself out. You're not really ready to be around other people socially right now. This trip going alone, it sounds pretty sad and heartbreaking to see somebody, carrying your suitcases in the backpack and walking off alone into the sunset. But it's going to be the best thing for you. You need to find where it is that you love yourself first before you can really truly give yourself to anybody else. So there's no surprises for them or you. And the significator card that I drew for you is the Ten of Swords. Okay, I just grabbed my book for that one. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords stands for power in our mind, which allows us to fulfill our dreams, beliefs, and aspirations as well. If we have believed in our worthiness to achieve and attain, we will inevitably have attracted joy, happiness, and success into our life. Not just to tell you, for those going through a breakup, you want to know, some of you are angry about this, some of you feel duped and used and let down and heartbroken, and are you feeling vengeful? Of course you are. Here's the thing with revenge. You want to get even with somebody? The best revenge is to become happy and to do well and to move forward. If this was a bitter breakup, this is what you're aiming for. So you need, for those of you that are thinking on taking that trip, go take the trip. As I told you, when you come back from that trip, it'll be apparent that there's been a change, a look of peace. Inner peace was actually physically, literally going to show on your face. Your closest friends and family, even the people you work with, are going to take note of it as well. You'll get your finances straightened away. For other Leos not going, or not Leos, Geminis, for other Geminis not going through any breakups right now, for those of you that have lost your footing or money flow has slowed down a little bit, that's only a temporary thing. Now you know that is. It's only temporary. Things can become a little slow and stagnant at times. But when it comes to money flow, there's ups, there's downs. Look at the stock market. I mean, worldwide, the money flows at different levels every single day of the week. Why would you, in your little bank account, not be any different? You're not going to go broke. None of you are. None of you. Geminis are not known to be paupers. Geminis do quite well. Geminis have the wherewithal and the drive to push themselves. Yes, they do tend to be of two different personalities at times. But you know what? There are times that's an aid to them. It's a really good thing that there are two sides to Gemini, because really they're best friends with each other. If you want to separate the two, they're good for each other. So what one side of your brain doesn't want to do, the other personality is going, y'all best get up off your butt and get moving. And you know I'm right. That's what goes on between the two. When one is weak, the other is strong. So it's good for you to, Geminis, you were born that way. There's a reason for it, because you need that. It's almost like a second personality coming in, and taking ground and saying, I got it. I got this. If you can't do this right now, I got this. So either way, Gemini, if you're going to be doing these things anyway and acknowledging them, because you can't hide from the truth. One thing about Gemini, they can't hide from the truth. The truth is always bang on for them. They don't like the idea of wasting life or wasting time. Okay, so one side of the brain does sometimes, but the other side's there to make up for it. So Gemini, this is your reading for August. I hope you enjoyed this reading. As I said, if you haven't subscribed, please click the red subscribe button right below this window, and then you'll get to see the mid-month August readings for Gemini when they come out at the end of second or end of third week of August. It's when I have the time to get to them. There's a lot of work that goes on putting these monthly videos together for each individual, believe me. I have been at it for days, and it's not the reading. The readings are simple enough. It's everything that I have to do before, and especially after the reading's done. All the uploading, up to uploads and downloads, and, all over the place. And it's just, I'm using antique, equipment here and software. So I'm not even going to tell you how long it takes because it's pathetic. But anyways, I do it for the love of it, and that's why. Most people go, oh my God, I'd be banging my head off the wall. Why are you doing this to yourself? Because I enjoy it, and other people get something out of it. And when other people get something out of this good energy, I know that I've made maybe just a tiny little change in somebody or in their world, or given somebody hope when they were down. And that's what we're all here for, is to support each other and give each other hope and lots of love. So anyway, what I'm going to do for now, Gemini, is because it's going to be another 3 or 4 hours before this is ready to go. And this is August 1st. I have one more reading, and these will all be rolled out by the end of this evening. So by August 2nd, you're going to have your monthly readings. Please tune back in. Please subscribe so you don't miss the mid-month readings when they come up. I'd like to thank you all for coming by. I enjoyed the reading. I hope you did too. And I hope to see you real soon. Goodbye.